Hi guys, good morning. It's Monday morning, my time. I'm just having my coffee. I'm Sarah. Welcome to Raven's Crochet. My furry feline raven is curled up somewhere else sleeping. I have a huge box next to me here on the couch. I'm about to do a giveaway for my podcast anniversary. I'm drinking out of my cute little sewing coffee cup. I got this off of Hirschner's website. Their link to the website is always in my description box below. I think it might be towards the bottom in the description box. There's a link. I think it's described where I got my coffee mug. There's a link in the bottom of the description box. It's down there. So Raven's space up here on the couch is completely covered in yarn. I gathered 30 skeins of yarn for a giveaway. And I'm so sorry I have been absent to those of you who have been with me for a while. You know, I've been going through a rough time this year, and I've been kind of lightly sick off and on, allergies, busting my A at work, and then, you know, taking care of everything by myself at home as I live by myself. So that's why I've been absent. And plus, I've been trying to think of what yarns I can include in my giveaway, because I have so much yarn I want to give away. It's crazy. I also placed an order with Ice Yarns, a large order. I got a lot of yarn for me, but I also got a lot of yarn for you guys. Remember how I said in my one of my last videos how I have an affiliate link with Premier Yarns, and if you buy your own if you make a purchase through Premier Yarns website through my affiliate link, I earn 10% of the earnings, and then that gets mailed. I get payment once a month from PayPal, and I use those funds to supply yarn for the channel and put them in giveaways. So I added $10 out of my own pocket onto the earnings that I received from Premier Yarns, and I ordered that from now I can order yarn from anywhere. It doesn't have to go right back into Premier's website, because I wanted to give more people a chance to try ice yarns. There is going to be Premier yarn involved and added in. I'm not sure if I have any Premier yarn in this box. If there's not any, yeah, there are 2 skeins of Premier yarn in this box here. And then my next box, I'm going to have a birthday giveaway, because my birthday is next week, around the corner. After my podcast anniversary is on the 31st, and then my birthday is on April 6th. So I'm going to be having 2 giveaways. And by the way, welcome to you new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining and being here. I really wanted you to be able to be part of this, be part of the love and the crochet community and the giveaways and all the tips and tricks that I have to offer. Like, throughout a lot of my videos, I randomly pop in tips and tricks and stuff. And then at some point, I'm going to do a compilation video of nothing but a list of tips and stuff. So if you have any tips that you would like for me to add in a compilation video, briefly mention that in a comment, and I will definitely make a compilation list and do a video on tips and tricks and things that I've learned throughout the years of crocheting. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the yarn that I've collected for this giveaway, and then towards the end of the video I'll explain the rules. And then on April 7th, that's when I'll be able to mail the package out. Now, when I pick a winner, I'm going to randomly pop in and choose a winner. I'm not sure how I want to do this yet. I do know that I want to give you guys time, at least 7 days, to leave a comment, because when you leave a comment in the video, that's pretty much your entry for the giveaway. But let's get on with the yarn. So the first yarn I threw in is some of my favorite yarn. I have not worked with it a lot because I have so much yarn, but Big Twist is some of my favorite yarn, and it's a really great acrylic to work with. You can primarily buy it at Joann's or off the internet. This is Big Twist Soft. It's a basic acrylic. It's 320 yards per skein, 6 ounces, 292 meters, 170 grams. It is a number 4. The colorway on this one is Cranberry. And it is, yes, in fact, 100% acrylic. And this is, of course, machine washable and dryable. This is Cranberry. I really hope you guys can see that color. I don't want to open this as the packaging is still sealed. And this colorway is called Rose. It's like an antique pink. So Cranberry and Rose and Big Twist Soft. It's pretty much an average 4 medium worsted weight acrylic. Just your everyday. This would look gorgeous as like a belated Valentine's throw. Maybe add some cream or white to it. Even if you just like the pinks and cranberry burgundy tones, this would look gorgeous together. You can make a striped blanket or something, or a shawl. This would be just enough to make a shawl. And you could do 2 rows of each color. You could start with your chain, and then you could do 1 row, 2 rows, cut a long tail, like about 20 inches, and then take your next color, and then do 1 row, 2 rows, cut a long tail about 20 inches, and then repeat whatever stitch you choose to do. You just do 2 rows of each color, and then you leave long tail, so that way you can accommodate those for fringe. You could just add fringe on the edges if you want to, and that way you don't have to weave in any ends. So that's an idea. So there's 4 skeins right there. I've got 30 skeins to go through. And then I added in 2 skeins of Impeccable. This is a really nice yarn to work with. It's another basic 4-weight acrylic. It's 285 yards, 4.5 ounces, 260 meters, 1.27.5 grams. The colorway is called Misty Blue. This is a gorgeous blue. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blue. And I'm trying to make sure on the content. Let's see here. I've all been unglued, but that's okay. This is a nice yarn, and it's a very gorgeous color. To me, this looks like Robin's A Blue. Yeah, okay, it's 100% acrylic. That's what I was looking for. 100% acrylic. This would even look really good with just the antique pink, which this one's called Rose, the Big Twist Rose. These 2 colors would look gorgeous together for like a spring. Add some cream or white to these 2 colors, and you can make a gorgeous springtime shawl. You know, if you have a cooler climate in the springtime, the early spring, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Ooh, one of my hairs on there. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, put that back in. I like putting the yarn in plastic bags just to protect it and keep it from getting wet and dirty and shipping. And then, of course, when you receive this yarn, whoever wins this giveaway, you don't have to keep it stored in this bag. You store it however you want to. So, 2 skeins of Cranberry, Rose, and Misty Blue. And yeah, you see my little skeleton guy up there. I previously told y'all I celebrate Halloween pretty much all year round. I love my skulls. I love my skeletons. Nothing wrong with skulls. We all have one right here in our head. We all have a skull, so there's nothing wrong with them. I just don't particularly like the glowing looking eyeballs going through, because I mean, we all have a skull, but it doesn't mean it's evil. So that's the way I look at it. So I appreciate the skeleton very much, because we get to move, we get to stand and walk. I mean, skeletons are very useful for us. We need them. We need our skeletons. So skeletons are actually very cool, in that respect. So anyways, more yarn. A friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine that I met through this community, she gave me a whole bunch of this yarn. This is a hand wash, very delicate hand wash yarn. And she gave me I think there are like 10 balls of this in here. Way too much to make something. You don't want to make something so big with something that's a hand wash item. Like, I would hate to make like a throw size blanket, let alone it'd probably be enough to make like a blanket for a full size bed. That's way too big to hand wash. So I'm going to keep some of these. I'm not going to be able to use all of it, so I'm going to give some away. I got a brand new cellophane bag, And I sealed up 4 donuts. I think 4 donuts would be quite a bit to make something. This is gorgeous yarn. I love the way it feels. It's so soft. This is Rossetti Yarns, Alaska. It's a 3 DK weight, 50-gram donuts, 1.75 ounces, 225 meters, 246 yards. The fiber content. It's 44% acrylic, 26% polyamide, which makes it so soft, 15% fine merino wool superwash. So that's good. The wool has been superwashed. It's not going to felt up too much. But also because it has 15% alpaca. 15 fine merino wool superwash, 15 alpaca. So that's right there. It's a hand wash item. Very, very gorgeous color. This is a neutral, like beige color. Let's see, the colorway is called, I forget. It's got to be on one of these labels here somewhere. Well, what is the colorway? I think it might be sandstone, if I remember correctly. But it definitely resembles like a sandy beach color. I'm trying not to tear up the cellophane bag. Okay. I'm sorry, it's called Buff. It's called Buff. B-U-F-F. But it's a gorgeous neutral tone. And there's 4 of them. And again, the yardage, there's quite a bit of yardage on these. What did I tell you it was? 246 yards, so that's just under 1,000 yards. So I think this would make a gorgeous hat and scarf set. Or you could make a small lap blanket with this. Gorgeous. You can make you a shawl, like a prayer shawl with this. I think that would be perfect. Make like a triangular or a rectangular shaped prayer shawl. That would be, that would be heaven right there. Okay, so I've got some more yarn. I got 2 skeins of Mandela. This is some of my favorite yarn to work with. I love the way the color striping works out. This is Lion Brand Mandela, and I have them stored in a plastic bag. So let me take it out so I can show you it in its full glory. Because this one has sparkles in it. You gotta have a rainbow in the giveaway. Like, I love rainbows. A lot of people like rainbows. Most rainbows I've seen, they sell like hotcakes. Why not add some type of rainbow in the giveaway, right? Right? Any giveaway I have, I'm going to try to add something that has to do with a rainbow, whether it's yarn or a stitch marker or a crochet hook or a set of knitting needles or a rainbow project bag, just whatever. Anything and everything. There's one other crazy thing I like to do in my giveaways, because I have so much stuff, and I have so much stuff that I don't use that is in brand new condition. Some of it still have tags on them. I will be including one single piece item that's random. It's totally random. It's not crochet related, but it is useful to the average household person. You know, you live in an apartment, a dormitory, have your own home, you know, it's a useful household item. Anyone can use it, you know. Older children can use it. Younger children can use it with adult supervision. This thing in particular, kids can use it with Play-Doh. So, I mean, it can be used as a toy with adult supervision with the Play-Doh. I'm just saying. I'm throwing in a random piece. So, you can use it, and anyone can use it. So, that's just how I am. I think last time it was dental floss, but it was a brand new package. I mean, anyone can use dental floss. So, anyways, Mandela, sparkly Mandela, one of my favorite yarns to work with. This is a gold, I want to say a gold looking thread. I don't know if you can tell. You can definitely see the sparkle, but it's gold. I'm trying to get it right up to the light. Can't really tell, but it's gold. See if my camera will focus. And this is so soft and squishy. Just look how that bounces back. So soft and, oh my gosh, I love it. This is a 3-weight yarn. I have actually taken 3 of these, not with the sparkles. This colorway is called Lyra, by the way, Lyra. It's a 3.5-ounce cake, 100 grams, 328 yards, 300 meters. I had 3 of these cakes without the sparkle. I believe it was the colorway Gnome, and I worked it in with a 3-weight, I think it was actually a 4-weight stark white, your basic 100% acrylic, to get the marled effect, to work up the stitches quicker, and to have the stitches a little bit thicker, so it'd be a thicker blanket. So I worked 3 of these cakes up with white for that marled effect, and I did a chevron striped blanket. It was just big enough for the average adult to use as a throw blanket on the couch, but I gifted it as a baby blanket. It was like the most amazing blanket I'd ever made. I made a wider than average, like almost twice its size, baby blanket. Again, 3 cakes of this worked up at the same time, either with a 3-weight or a 4-weight 100% acrylic. As this yarn is 94% acrylic and 6% polyester. They don't mention the metallic lyrics, that's the sparkle, but that could be the polyester as well. But this yarn is very soft and very squishy and feels very amazing. It looks amazing. But anyways, I made the blanket twice its size and used 3 cakes because I wanted to make a multi-purpose project. I love making things that you can use for more than one thing. So the baby blanket I made was not only just in rainbow colors, so that the baby can learn her colors as she starts to grow and learn and start to be able to talk and identify colors. It's thick enough and it's large enough she can lay it on the floor, use it as a play mat. She can use it as a cushion. My sister did buy her and her husband, they did buy her like a wheelbarrow, one of those old classic wheelbarrows. You put stuff in and you haul around, so they use that to cushion her in the wheelbarrow. It's so cute. So she'll lean back against it like a pillow, kind of. They'll fold it up and let her sit on it and lean back on it, so it's a great cushion. And then, of course, when she's a baby, when she was an infant, and they're transporting her from the car to the house, from the store to the car, whatever, it's thick enough it's like a final layer over the baby carrier to keep her warm, to keep the sun out of her face, to keep the wind out. And plus, it's even large enough, she and the baby and her baby girl, they can both snuggle up underneath the couch together. So I always like making baby blankets that are a lot bigger, because most people gift the receiving blankets or small blankets that they can use to sleep with them in their crib, or when they're older, taking naps on the floor or something. I like to make things that most people don't think of, that most people don't make. I like taking everyone's idea and kind of twisting them around and kind of adding my own effect into it and then making my own little creation out of it. So I'm all about taking ideas from other people and twisting them up and just adding things. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. But anyways, there's 2 cakes. I trailed off and rambled about my sister's baby blanket. It was a big hit. Everyone gasped, "Who made that?" And I explained to her it's 4 uses: cuddle time, play mat for floor time, keeping the baby warm in the car carrier, and learning her colors. So that's part of the play mat thing. But anyways, 328 yards, that's over 600 yards, so that'll make you something nice. You can add this with white. You can do stripes with this. You can pick a solid color in here that's your favorite, and you could add stripes in here. What I could do actually is I have some 3-weight yarn that's a sparkly white. It's like it's got that pearly sparkle color in it. I could add 1 skein of that in here to go with this yarn, so that way that'll give you some more variety and some more ideas and give you more yarn for this project. I will grab that right now, actually, let me grab it right now while I'm thinking about it, because otherwise I'm going to forget. I have it right over here in my yarn studio. Yep, here we go. All right. I'm gonna add this into the giveaway because you need to have some sparkly white yarn to go with the sparkly cakes. So this yarn is called Twinkle Fashion Dk. I ordered this from lovecrafts.com. I will leave that link in the description box below if you want to check out their website, lovecrafts.com. They are based in the UK, I believe, and they actually have really fast shipping. I got this within 10 days after ordering. 96% acrylic, 4% polyester. I don't know if you can tell, but it's got that iridescent pink and greenish looking sparkle. There you go. Look there at the bottom. I love this yarn. I use this in so many of my projects. It's a gorgeous color. It's great for Christmas. It's great for Easter. It's great for Valentine's. You can use it with green, St. Patrick's Day. White just goes with everything. And the glitter and the glam, it just adds a gentle, soft, elegant touch. I love it. So this is 100 gram skein. It is called, they just have a shade number on here. They have a shade number and a dye number, but there's no name of the colorway. James C. Brett, Twinkle Fashion Dk, machine washable. And it says it recommends needles 3-3,5 /4 millimeters. So I guess a 3.5 to 4 millimeter hook. When I work with 3 weight yarns, I typically just use a 5 millimeter hook and call it good. Unless I want my stitches really tight, I'll go down to a 4 millimeter hook. But on average, just to have an even definition and where it's not all crunched up and there's enough space for the stitches to stretch out, I just use a 5 millimeter with my 3 weight yarns. And I'm pretty happy with that. And then my 4 weight yarns, I typically use a 6. My 5 weight yarns, I use a 7. I just go up 2 numbers. Whatever weight your yarn is, I go up 2 numbers on the hook size. That's my average thumb rule. Just, you know, side tip, if you're ever stuck and you're not sure, just go up 2 hook sizes from your yarn weight. So 100 grams, it doesn't really say how many yards this is. It just says 100 grams. And it's a 3 weight yarn. So I would say this is at least 300 yards. Let me see here. This is 100 grams and this is 100 grams and a 3 weight. This is 328 yards. So this is going to be at least 300 yards because this is 100 grams. So you'll have enough for a small striping in between if you want to do something like that. Or you can do granny squares. You can make this the center, and then you could do a bunch of stripes in the rainbow, and then you could do the border. You could do a border with just plain white. If you need to get more white, you'll know what kind of yarn this is, or you can just get non-glittered yarn that's just white acrylic DK weight and use that as a border. So there's some ideas. I've got more stuff in here, guys. I'm sorry I'm rambling on and on. So I'm adding all that for you. I've got 1 skein of the Lion Brand Mandela. This is one of my favorite colorways. This colorway is called Magic Moon. And this is the striping effect you would get if you were to work up a shawl or a scarf. Even more narrow and wider colored stripings if you were to make a hat and like a really skinny scarf or a pair of socks. You can make house socks with this, which I think would be really cute, or a sleeping cap, or one of those really long sleeping caps that kind of hang down to your shoulder, which I think would be really cute. This is 5.3 ounces, 1.50 grams, 590 yards, 540 meters. Again, this colorway is called Magic Moon, and it is 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. So there's a couple of ideas that you could do with this. One thing I would do is probably a sleeping cap, or just a really, really long beanie that kind of points down and narrows down, and maybe you put like a little poof ball or a tassel at the end of your cap. Or you could make just a scarf with this, or like a lace scarf. Or you can make a small little shawlette with this to wear over your spring dress or something. So any of those things would be great. 590 yards, and this is gorgeous. I think gorgeous. You got that little bit of lavender in the middle. There's more lavender in mixed in. Um, the center really gets hidden, so you don't really see the full amount of color until you pull it out and start working with it. But yeah, your center pull is just right there in the middle. Just pull the stuff out, and you'll have just a tiny smidge of yarn barf. I can tell by looking at it, you'll have like just a tiny smidge of yarn barf, but it's just enough to get you started with your chain and the first row of your project. So, you know, the little tiny bit of yarn barf you kind of need to get started with your chain anyway. So, and then the last yarn I'm adding in here is the icing on the cake. I love the way this feels. I just don't have anything to use it for. I don't think I have opportune to wear. This is cashmere. I'm including some cashmere. This is Etrofil hand knitted yarns designed in Italy, Angora Luxe. Angora Luxe. This is a very, very light pastel lavender. Very, very gorgeous. This would be gorgeous as like a spring shawlette to wear over your Easter dress or something. Or to wear make like a wide lacy shawl, and it'll be something to keep your neck cool. You go for a spring walk, or if you take your kids to the zoo or something, and it's a little chilly that day. This has got cashmere in it, and it'll keep you warm because it also has 40% Angora. And look at that twist, that fiber twist together. It's so gorgeous. 20% cashmere, 40% polyamide, so it is super, super, super soft. It's 50-gram donuts, 200 meters. You're going to get over 600 meters. 600 meters and 150 grams, because I'm including three little balls. And this colorway, there's no colorway. It's called lot number. No, you don't need the lot number. That's the die lot pretty much. The number they have to identify the yarn is 70618. I think I actually ordered this from smileysyarns.com. I think so. I've ordered yarn from so many companies, but I've mostly ordered yarn from Ice Yarns, and yes, I suckered up and bought another $200 order from Ice Yarns just Thursday, and here it is Monday, and its expected delivery is before 4:30 today. That's 3.5 days, y'all, and guess where it came from? To those of you who don't know, Ice Yarns, I'm getting this delivered to my door in within 3.5 days, literally within 4 days. Let's see, it's 30, 48, 80, 90, 96, literally within 96 hours. I'm getting this yarn shipped directly to my front door from the warehouse they're collecting the yarn from and boxing it from and shipping it from. It's coming from Turkey, the country, halfway across the world. And it gets to my doorstep within 96 hours. I'm just like, I don't know how they do it. Yes, the shipping is expensive, but that's how fast it gets here. And by the time I do my calculations and I calculate how much the average ball of yarn is, by the time I've added up all the prices and the shipping cost, if it's usually within a $5 range. It's usually under $5 for me. Last time it was like $4.31 per skein of yarn with shipping, and it was just underneath the $200 order. I haven't calculated this current shipment yet, but I'm about to. And I'll come back and let you guys know the exact specs, because I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do an unbagging video. And again, I mentioned earlier, I've got more stuff in this giveaway, by the way. I'm fixing to show you guys. Again, I mentioned earlier that half of the yarn I ordered in Ice Yarns is for the birthday giveaway I'm going to be doing here next month, right around the corner. So, at the end of this video, I'll explain the rules, and then when I do the birthday giveaway in April, I'll explain the rules for that. So, because that's going to be slightly different. Okay, so I got a couple of crochet books in here, and I got some goodies and accessories. So I got these from Ollie's. Ollie's always they have like a few different books that are really great priced. This one was $1.99, and its usual shelf price is $12.95. I got another book for $2.99. Its original shelf price is $14.99. This one is knit along with Debbie McComber, Summer on Blossom Street. And on the back, it has some picture samples of what's inside. Warm Up America is a foundation that coordinates the efforts of volunteers nationwide who knit and crochet afghans to help those in need. So that's a donation organization that they make items for people. But just gently flip through here, and it's got all kinds of stuff in here. You can crochet and knit. It's got both. It's mostly knit, but there are lots of crochet projects in here. The other book is Simply Sweet Crochet Designs, Boutique Designs for Little Girls. I bought one for me, so I have one in my personal stash, and I wanted to give one for you guys. On the back, it has some samples of some of the items you can work up. And it says, Simple Crochet Projects for Sweet Little Girls. 18 easy-to-crochet projects for little girls. Adorable hats, headbands, cowls, and collars. Enchanting patterns for infants through preteens. Friendly tips and step-by-step instructions. Fresh, modern boutique designs. And I'll gently flip through that. It even has a stitch metric conversion chart, which is really good. Those charts are really handy to use. And then we've got some other charts and diagrams and pictures and patterns and just all kinds of stuff in here. So that's going to be in this giveaway. And this is thanks to one of my yarny friends. She sent me a whole bag full of these. So I had enough to split these into 3 groups. And here's a group. So this is about 19 or 20, I think this is about 20 patterns. These are from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if she got these from Hobby Lobby. I think she said she did. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. Or she got these from another yarn store where you just kind of walk through the aisles and they have those sampler tags kind of hang down and you just tear one off because they're free. She got a whole bunch of those. So thank you again very much. You know who you are, Miss Lady. Thank you so much for these patterns. I kept a whole bunch for myself, but I'm giving even more of these away to you guys to share the love, and so that way you guys can get some inspiration of some of these patterns, in case you guys yourselves cannot go to these stores and get these patterns, because these are free. So I've got a whole grouping of 20 patterns I'm going to mail off to you with those 2 crochet books. The accessories I got a hook case in here. I got a hook case for you guys. Whoever wins the giveaway. A little pair of scissors. I love these scissors. I got these from Dollar Tree. I use these almost all the time. Whenever I take my little notions pouch with me to go, if I don't have my folding scissors, I have these. I love these scissors. They're sharp, tipped. They're very sharp blades. Very easy on your fingers, and they're easy to spread apart and use, and they don't stick, and they cut very easily and very nice. I got some darning needles, 3 different sizes, and I made this little round darning needle holder for you. I just did 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep, I did 3 rounds, and then I did 2 of them, and then I just did I did a single crochet around the edge. I did 2 of these together. So it's thicker. I don't know why I don't make 1. I make 2 and then I single crochet them together. I don't know. I just like doing that better. It's thicker. You can fit more in here. You can even clip your stitch markers onto this thing and store them together. So there's 3 different darning needles, 3 different sizes of darning needles. And another random thing I like to put in my giveaways sometimes are these mints. I go to 7-Eleven a lot when I'm out and about doing errands. I love the ices. I go for the ices. Let's be real. I go for the ices. Coca-Cola is my favorite. And then they came out with a new flavor recently. It's like a blue raspberry lemonade. It's kind of like a light purple color. Oh, it's so good. It's very, very sweet, but it's good. But I get Coca-Cola iced tea more often. But these are really good mints. This flavor is lemon raspberry, and they are sugar free. This is sealed. It hasn't been opened yet. Yes, I've held them. And yes, I eat these like candy. Yes, I love them. Oh my effing gosh. Anything I recommend, and any little goodie that I think would be great, I'm going to think maybe you guys would like them too. And oh my goodness, they're so good. And then I thought some little teas would be nice. This is the tea I've been drinking a lot lately. A lot of these podcasters recently have been drinking about tea this, tea that, tea this, tea that. I'm like, okay, well, that's a reminder for me. I need to be drinking my tea. So I found like a whole bunch of different ones from my local grocery stores. This is one of my favorites. I love the way it tastes. Honey lavender stress relief, soothing serenity blend. It is caffeine free. It is certified organic. And I love it. I love the way it tastes. Stress relief. And to me, it works. It's like that mental stimulation. To me, it works. Now the hook set. I got a hook set in here. I wanted to show you guys. This didn't work for me because I like to keep my hooks in another storage device. But this would be great to store your hooks in that I'm including in this giveaway. This is from Dollar Tree. It's brand new. I put it together, discovered I couldn't use it. I took it back apart, and I immediately put it in this fuzz hairball gallon Ziploc storage bag because I really tore up the packaging. So, but you pretty much have a bottom, it's like a Lazy Susan, your bottom rack, and you have 3 of these little side bars you put up, and then you have a top piece. You can put your pens, pencils, paintbrushes, crochet hooks. It's perfect for that. So I hope you can get a use out of that. And let me get some stuff back in the box here. I got yarn falling on me. I ordered this from Amazon. This is pretty much almost the exact same case. I couldn't find the exact one that I ordered because the one I ordered was from like 2 or 3 years ago, and I couldn't find it on Amazon this year. But this one is pretty much almost the exact same one. It says Luck right there on the front of the bag. It's a beautiful fabric zipper pouch. These are really, really great. There are 2 packages of brand new hooks in here. These are ergonomic silicone gripped handles. What I like about these hooks are many different things. Many different things. It's one large package, but I think there's like a dozen hooks in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. Excuse me. There are 14 hooks in here. They're all different sizes. They range from, I believe, a 3.5 or 2. I don't want to open them because they're brand new to you. Okay, they go from a 2.5 millimeter hook, which is the yellow one. The largest is a 10 millimeter, so I love the range. Most hook sizes I cannot find where it goes from like a 2 millimeter to a 6, and then you got another set. It goes from a 6.5 and up to 13, 14, 15 millimeter. Some hook sizes go from a smaller number to a 2.5 to a 6.5. But I like to use a 7 millimeter up to a 10 millimeter quite a bit. And I don't like to use the tiny hooks, the tiny hooks. I generally will not use a hook that is smaller than a 3 millimeter. So with only one hook in the set being, I'm so sorry, excuse me, there is a 2 millimeter hook in here. I thought the smallest was a 2.5. The smallest is a 2 millimeter, which is this green one right there. And then there's the biggest one, a 10 millimeter. So again, there are 14 hooks, and there are many different reasons why I love these hooks. These are tapered hooks, for one, which are the ones that I learned off of. Tapered hooks are a little bit more difficult to learn with because the inline hooks are more even. They help you keep your chains and your stitches more even. When you pull your loops through, it helps with your tension, keeping your loops even. The tapered hooks don't work so well on that, but these are the hooks that I learned off of. And if you are familiar and have used boy hooks, BOYE, then you'll be okay with these. Even if you are still learning, these will help you manage your tension more manually so that you can get a better hold on your yarn and how to work it through your fingers as you're working your stitches. Because the most difficult part of learning to crochet is holding your yarn and getting the technique down of your hand movements of your stitches while holding your yarn at the same time. It's a multitasking hobby, pretty much. So you have to be patient and coordinated and balanced when you learn, but you also have to be willing to learn, which that's half the battle right there, being willing to learn to crochet. So another reason I love these hooks is because the sizes do have prints on them, but they are also engraved. I don't know if you can see right there. It's engraved on one side. It's printed on the other side. So even if the print fades off, which it may over time, it's still engraved. So you'll still be able to tell what size this hook is. Third reason I like it. The tops of these hooks have points. Look how pointed that is. That's not terribly too sharp, but it's sharp enough, it's pointy enough, it will easily go into your stitches. Let's see, here's your classic size. Let's see here, the classic 5.5 millimeter. That's kind of an in-between. You see that point on that head? That will easily take you through your stitches, no problem. And then the fourth reason, they have thick ergonomic handles. And the fifth reason, they're multicolored. Let's face it, you got a bag of rainbows right here. Bag of rainbow right here. So, I'm sorry I went on about that, but I love these hooks. I love these hooks. And I recommend these hooks to everybody. Everybody who likes boy hooks and who's willing to use one. This is pretty much the generic version from Amazon, and I love these hooks so much. So you're getting these 14 hooks. And then there is a seamstress tape measure, but it's a seamstress tape, so if you do any sewing work, here's a spare. And then here's some stitch markers. I love these because they're cute. They look like safety pins. They are made of plastic. I like them also because they're sharp. Look how sharp that is. Very, very sharp. So even if your yarn is stubborn, you can't get your stitch marker through the stitch. You just stab it through the yarn. And then you can eventually get your hook through there when you come to it on your stitch work. So the hooks, the seamstress tape, the stitch markers, the scissors, and the darning needles. So these will be all in a kit with the giveaway, and then the tea and the mints, and then of course all the yarn. I've included an extra skein to go with the rainbow cake, so that's 31 skeins of yarn. And then I have one more thing to add in that box, and that is a random item that anyone can use, and that's a surprise for the recipient to receive. That's the fun thing. That's one of the other fun things I like to do in my giveaways. That one little surprise object is I'm not showing in the video, so it's going to be a surprise for whoever receives the giveaway. So, one little fun thing. So excited about that. I get so stoked. And I'm so anxious for ice yarns to get here. I still have more yarn to show you guys. I still have more yarn. I'm not done. I forgot I still have 14 more skeins of yarn to add in this giveaway. I know we're already at 44 minutes, but this is a cool ass giveaway, okay? So here's the premier yarn I was telling you guys about. You guys thought the rainbow cakes were the icing on the cake, and the cashmere. That's not the complete icing on the cake. I have more. I completely forgot about. So, and not to mention the patterns and the 2 pattern books I already showed you guys. So here's 2 skeins of Premier Puzzle. I'm storing these in 1-gallon Ziploc bags and shipping them to you this way. You don't have to store them this way, but it keeps the yarn clean, and it helps me with shipping costs. So I apologize if it gets squished. This is 100% acrylic. This is some of my absolute favorite yarn to work with. Oh, it works up so fast and so nice. You remember that that ashy cowl? It's a chevron cowl that I made. I have it right here. Let me show you. I got the pattern from Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, and she named it after Ashley at Stitchin' Ain't Easy, and I made it wider She does it 3 chevrons wide, but I made it 4 chevrons wide because I just like making my stuff wider. This is pretty much the generic version of Premier Puzzle. This is from Ice Yarns, but this is the generic version of Premier Puzzle. It's a 5 bulky weight. I love how much wider it is. It's so pretty. And even if I wanted to thin it down, I can fold it in half. I love how this turned out, though. This is purple and grays. So anyways, you could totally do that with the 2 skeins of this. But this colorway is 10 gram. It's pretty much reminds me of lily frogs. Water lilies and lily pads. Those gorgeous lavender, purple, and sage green colors. So gorgeous. I think these colors are so gorgeous together. This is 328 yards, 300 meters, 7 ounces, 200 grams. So you will get 656 yards, I believe. 656 yards altogether in 600 meters and 400 grams. So I actually took 2 of these in the green colorway. I think the green colorway was called Sudoku, if I remember correctly. Checkers, that wasn't it. I think I'm wrong. If anyone remembers the colorway for the green Premier Puzzle, because I don't remember it off the top of my head. You know what? I think it's called Maze. Never mind. It's called Maze. The green colorway is called Maze. The red and black one is called Checkers. And then the other one I was thinking of, this is Tan Jam. Purples and sage greens. There's another one I was thinking of. Maze is the one in green. The multicolored greens. My first thought was my grandmother because she had a love for alligators. The tonal greens. She had a lot of green in her wardrobe. I crocheted her a green scarf, I think, once, or a shawl or something. I made her a multi-toned beaded green bracelet. I used to do beadwork in my adolescent years in high school and stuff. But anyways, my first thought was my grandmother. And I made my aunt loves earth tones very much, and she has reddish hair. She's got more of the Scottish appearance from our family. And I made her a shawl with a chevron, not the chevron, but the Irish lace stitch, the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and 1 chain, and then you skip 2 chains, and then you do another shell stitch, whatever. And then I made our matching hat. Love. It's very big. 2 of these skeins makes a shawl that is huge, and 2 skeins would be more than enough to make that. This is from a mystery bag from Hirschner's, I believe last year. This is a $10 mystery bag, and I ordered 3 of them, and this is one of the colorways. These colors are gorgeous. This reminds me of the beach and summertime. This is mint, green, pastel peach, and white. This, I would say it doesn't have any specs on the bag itself, but it is 100% acrylic. It's a super bulky number 6. Definitely a number 6. And it's, again, it's 100% acrylic, so this is machine washable and dryable. It says 14 ounces, 400 grams. I don't know how many yards or meters that is, but this is 400 grams, 2 balls each of a 6 bulky weight acrylic yarn, and gorgeous beach colors. I think this would be great to make 2 matching couch pillows. If you got like a beach house somewhere, if you like the beach theme, 2 matching pillows for your couch, or you could make 2 matching throw pillows for your bed. Oh, excuse me. You could make a floor rug for like right inside the front door, right inside the side door. If you have a patio, if you have like a lakefront property or something, this would be a great floor rug for right inside the side door or something. If you go out to the pool, you come back inside from swimming. If you like these colors in your bathroom, this would be a really great rug for your bathroom. So there's some ideas for that. Now the last thing, we got to wrap this video up because we're at 50 minutes now. So I'm so sorry. The very last thing I'm adding in this giveaway is a package of this. It's upside down. Look at this gorgeousness. This is from my new friend, Amy. Hello, Amy. This is compliments to Amy. She sent me 4 of these, and there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to use all 4 bags. So I want to share the love, and I want to give someone else a chance if they have not already been able to use hobby cotton yarn. I wanted to give you guys a chance to use this yarn as well. I have ideas for this, but I have not been able to start and work on the project. These pastel rainbows are gorgeous. So let me tell you about this yarn. This is Rainbow 8/4/4. It's an 8/4 weight yarn, I guess. I'm not, or 8/4. I don't know what that means really. Let me see here. It's 100% cotton, 8/4/4 quality. Yarn is just called Rainbow. It's a bag of 10. They're 50-gram skeins each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 500 grams of cotton. I'm trying to find the yarn weight. Okay, it's a 1-weight yarn. And it is 50 gram each, 186 yards, 170 meters. They say to use a 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter hook and knitting or crochet. And you can machine wash and dry. No, you want to lay flat to dry. Machine wash. You can lightly iron, but I would personally put like a piece of linen over top and then press with the iron. Any crocheted item, no matter what content the fiber is in the crochet stitches, I never apply irons directly. I always use a cloth and lightly press here and there, or I will hover with a steamer or something. But this is a 1-weight cotton, and you could easily work 2 of these together. You got 2 skeins of white and the rest are rainbowed. I'm not sure the colorways. Let's see. Because they all pretty much have the exact same words on them. Color number 2, color number 25. They just have numbers on them as far as the colors. Color number 65. Color number 75. Color number 61. I'm sorry. So there's no color names, but you will be getting this entire pack. So my idea for this was to make like a baby changing pad, something to lay the baby on. You can work this in with a 2-weight or 3-weight or even a 4 worsted weight acrylic, and include one of these in with the acrylic yarn that you're working in. And when you could do a few stripes of each color, and then that'll be like a rainbow striped baby changing pad. That's a gorgeous idea. You can make a floor rug, something to park your bike on. I was going to do this, make like a long, like a hallway length floor rug, working with, I have like a whole bunch of cream. I don't have a whole bunch of white, because this would not be enough white. I would need 1 white for each and every, I would need 2 skeins of white for each and every color, because these are 1-weight yarns, and if I had 2 skeins in one color, that'll be a 3-weight DK weight yarn. And then I could do like half double crochet rows and make a long narrow floor rug to park my electric scooter on, so it's not sitting directly on the carpet, as I don't have enough room on my tile floor to park it because it's just enough for the entryway. So there's a couple of ideas. You can make dish scrubbies with this. Of course, I think this cotton yarn is too nice to do that with. You can make a cotton dress if it's a baby girl. You can make cotton pants or overalls if it's a boy. You can just take the boy colors. Any of these colors up to the mint I think would be great for boy stuff. And then any of these colors up to the dark blue, even if you wanted to add to the dark blue with everything else, any of these colors are great for girls stuff. So lots of ideas. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now. We're almost at 55 minutes. Thank you so much, guys, for bearing with me. Your entry into this giveaway is leaving a comment down below. 1 comment per person per entry. Please do not reply to anyone's comment. If you reply to someone's comment, that does not give you an entry into this giveaway, and you will not be entered. You have to leave your original comment. You go to the top where it says leave your own public comment, Don't reply because that's not your entry. Leave your own original comment, and that will be your entry. I don't care if you just leave an emoji. I don't care if you want to leave me an idea. You can leave me an idea of something that you would use for this yarn. Let me know if there's a yarn in here you want to try, you never heard before, if you want to know more about. I will respond to your comment. I read everyone's comment. And if you ask questions, I will respond to them. I have a friend who helps me read comments from time to time. If she sees a question that I missed, she will certainly let me know. And I will go back and look for your comment and respond. Whole box of goodies. I cannot wait to mail this out to you guys. Obviously the box is overflowing. And I still have this yarn to add in. So I was going to try to squish everything into a 12 by 12 by 12 box, but I think it may take a 15 by 15 by 15. So we'll see. I'll get everything packed in. I'm pretty good at organizing, and I'm pretty sure I can... This is a Premier box that I got in the mail. I'm pretty sure I can probably smoosh everything in here just to save on shipping costs. But this is all brand new stuff. None of it's been used, and the patterns were snagged from the yarn aisle. So, and again, thank you so much for bearing with me, and good luck on the giveaway. And please subscribe if you haven't already, because again, if you are not a subscriber, your entry into the giveaway will be void, and I'll have to pick another winner. So that is another part of the rule. Pretty much any giveaway on my podcast, on my channel, you have to be a subscriber. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Please give me a like. Don't forget to leave your comment again. That is your entry into this giveaway. And I will see you guys real soon. Mwah. Have a good week.